to the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Leyth. If you're still enjoying it, drop a like. That would be most delightful. So, Europa League final today. Now, I don't have access to my suit at the moment. The best I can do is put a tie on, which, as you can see, I have done. It just looks... The strangest thing in the world is wearing a tie over the top of a hoodie. I've got to be honest. So imagine a manager turning up to a final wearing a Fila hoodie and then just a tie around it. I'm just there to put off the Stuttgart manager. I'm in his head already. Now, we have had a couple of games off camera, of course, in the league, which we will, of course, talk about, because there's also some stats I want to bring up, because, you know, I love a stat. So, actually, screw it. You know what? Well, let's just get into those games now so we can talk about this, because it's kind of interesting. So, first up, straight off the bat, we were at home to Watford. They took the lead early on in this one. Unfortunate from us, really. We were playing quite well at the time, but they took the lead after half an hour. We then won a penalty, which the Wizard was able to dispatch. Always like to see it. And then almost immediately after that, we were able to flip the game on its head, which was very nice. Again, the Wizard getting flying into the box here, drops it across for Lonchar, saved initially, comes back to him, and he's able to put it in for his, I think, 29th of the season. And then we sort of put a bit of icing on the cake before half-time as Lonchar picks the ball up again, drives into the box on his left foot as well, or I think it was his left foot, slots it home for 3-1 and his 30th goal of the season, 25 in the league too, I think. But then there was still more. A chance before half-time as Watford were able to grab themselves another goal back. The one time that the shot actually worked out, but it was 3-2. Luckily, later in the game, 10 minutes to go, we were able to put a final bit of icing on the cake as Veldvite got into the box, drops it through. There was Simon Nelson to give us the victory, to send us to 84 points. And put our tally over 100. Sadly, though, Liverpool were determined to get their revenge for us knocking out of the Europa League, and it didn't take particularly long, unfortunately. A bit unfortunate there, 1-0 Liverpool. They really did play very, very well in this game. That being said, they weren't that much better than they were in the Europa League, but they managed to score the goals this time. And unfortunately, this result against Liverpool was enough for them to be able to leapfrog us and go on to 87 points. And we ended up on 84. 84 points to come fourth in the Premier League is actually nuts. I don't think you guys realise just how many points 84 is to come fourth in the league. We scored over 100 goals this season. Let's just take a look at that. So here is how the league's looking. Blackhaven, you can see, finished with 3 straight victories. They beat Southampton, as you can see on the final day, but they also won another game in here, which was quite impressive too. Where is it? Yeah, 2-0 away at Leicester City. These are some good results they were picking up. Obviously, they beat us too, so we don't talk about that, though. But in the end, Blackhaven end up finishing 8th in the Premier League under Sean Green, their highest ever position in the Premier League. Their highest before was 10th. Somehow, this guy has come in with them looking like nailed-on relegation fodder, and he's turned them into a top-half Premier League team. Still with quite a bad goal difference, but no worse, really, than any of the teams around them particularly. They were quite far off of breaking into those Europa League, but they were the last team that didn't get into Europe this year, was Blackhaven United. It does make you wonder what they'd be like next year if they keep on playing as well. So I did the math on it, basically. They've gained 33 points from the 19 games that Sean Green has been in charge of. If you extrapolate that out, and I know that there's not a lot you can really do with this here, it's all speculation, but if they'd had him all season with that kind of points record, they'd have had 66 points, would have come 6th in the Premier League, and only been 6 points behind 5th place Chelsea. They would have been in the Europa League if Sean Green was there, which I think gives you an idea of what their squad's actually capable of when they have a manager that knows what he's doing. Unlike Eddie Howe, whose Brighton went down a long time ago. Sadly going with Forest, Sean Green's old side, who started so well under him. I mean, you could see they were right up there in the top half before he left, and they just started dropping ever since then. So it clearly is that he's a good factor. And I wouldn't be surprised if Blackhaven, with the right signings, start making a push for Europe next year, which means it'll be very interesting to see in the looking forward video, because I do think season 16 might end up being the last one due to time, whether they do end up actually pushing onwards rather than downwards like we suspected. So what I wanted to talk about is the fact that in the history of the 28 seasons of the Premier League that were played before we started this save, obviously, 79 points was the highest ever points total by a 4th place side. We've got 84 this season and have still managed to come 4th in the league. Not only that, 84, I actually based this off of 85 because at the time that was before the Liverpool game, and I figured that we maybe would draw and get 85, so it was around about that. You'd win the title 9 times in that period with 84 points, and we've come 4th, which is insane. For an average finish of 1.8 in that period, and again, 4th place. No team has ever come 4th with 85 points. And even in this save itself, the record for 4th place is 82 points. So we've beaten that as well. And if you include the save, the actual league tables in this one, it would have been an average of 2.1 finish, and he would have won you 4 titles out of the 14 as well. You'll see that Manchester City broken surely the Premier League goal scoring record with 117 goals and a plus 104 goal difference. I don't think I've ever seen a team win a league, particularly a major one, with more goals, with a higher goal difference than their points tally. That surely is, despite, and the fact that they still lost a game, and wasn't that to us? It was! The only game they lost this season was to us. And we've got that over them at least. But it just shows you, though, we're still 17 points off of a league title. Did score 103 times in the league and still came fourth. That's actually crazy. I don't think... Surely that's the highest tally ever by a fourth place side. I didn't check that out myself. And I included the 22-team league parts into those points ones as well. So, that's enough jibber-jabber about what's going on elsewhere in the league. Today is all that matters. Obviously, it says we're Europa League here because technically it's waiting on the Europa League final, even though we're the team that are in it. So it doesn't really matter. Either we win and we're in the Champions League, or we lose and we're in the Champions League. However, if we do win, we get that pot 1, I think, which would be huge for us, really. Because I can't imagine our coefficient is going to be spectacular after literally 2 seasons in Europe. Pellegrino Matarazzo is the manager of Stuttgart. They're currently sitting sort of 4th, 5th, 6th in the Bundesliga. I think it's 6th at the moment. And we're pretty fresh, really. Everybody should be good to go, as far as I can tell. So Kayo there. Nielsen and Frank, that is just not happening. I feel like we have to persist with Clive. Even if I'm going to phase him out for next season, I'm going to go with the Clive and Fran partnership for today's game. And I feel like Nielsen might start coming in for more starts next year, because I do think that he's got the potential to go beyond old Clive. Is Flamarion, surely he's fit and ready to go, right? I feel like as good as the Wizard is, Flamarion has to start in this game. He has to. Balde is actually back again. I'm surprised he didn't get a longer ban, actually, as it goes, but there you go. He's back. So Connor, Hubert... Connor? Yeah, Connor, Hubert, Matondo and McLean. Ellison in goal, of course. Kayo and Lonchar up front. Everybody on the bench... No, I mean, I feel like Dave Morton has to be on the bench here because my man deserves it. Although Russell Griggs, still a great servant to the club. We've got a lot of quality to come off the bench if we need it as well. Now, what is kind of interesting is they do play a very interesting system that we don't really normally come up against in the league, but it should give us lots of space out wide and might start me getting those distributing to the flanks from basically the kickoff, because there's no point in distributing it to the centre-backs or the full-backs, really, because we're just going to go there anyway. Let's cut straight to the chase. Right, so, of course, drop your predictions in the comments, put your timestamp, which should be around about 6-7 minutes into the game. I don't know exactly. I can't tell. I cut stuff out. And let's crack on with the worst dressed manager ever to feature in a European final. These guys are clearly no pushovers, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near as easy as it was last year against Motherwell. Stuttgart are a much better side than Motherwell. No offence to the well. And to win back-to-back trophies in Europe would be sick. I still don't think, even if next year is the last season of this save, I don't think we're going to be able to push all the way to the Champions League next year. But, I mean, you never know. If we carry on improving, going to go straight to distribute to the flanks. And they walk out in front of... Sorry, where are the Whitport fans? Is the whole stadium of Stuttgart fans? What's happened? Have we been allowed any fans in the stadium? It looks like they're all wearing Stuttgart shirts, unless it's because our kit, they're all wearing our home kit or something. But our home kit's blue. What's going on here? By the way, game being played at the Etihad, so that's kind of interesting too. We didn't even have to go that far. Kayo's ball through. Oh, hang on. Kimberly's there. Oh, God, Milan Lonchar, what a chance that was. That would have been the perfect start. It was a bit of a mess in the box, but so far they've got a lot of possession, but we've created the only opportunities of the game so far, which is the most important factor for me. But we don't want to fall behind against them because they will... Oh, no, pour us through. Ellison needs to be big here, and it's a simple side netting, no problem. I'm actually going to switch off the distribute to the flanks thing, because I think what's happening is we're getting the ball out there so quickly that they're able to push up on us. And I think if we distribute to the fullbacks, it'll pull them out there. Oh, pull them out a little bit. We might be able to contain a bit more of the ball. I think we're losing it too quickly at the moment, and I'd rather allow them to come onto us a bit more and try to spring behind them, because that's what we do best. And we'll see how the possession changes based on us doing that. Although, Hubert's going to keep this in. Half an hour gone in the Europa League final. Nothing particularly interesting of which to speak so far. Kayo's ball. Connor's header, and it's over the bar. The possession's coming down. They've yet to hit a shot on target, which is a good sign for us, but it only takes one, and therein lies the problem. Oh, wow, Liam's through. Oh, that's the post. Whew. Not half time. Kimberly's ball. Luncher! Whitport 1, Stuttgart 0 on the stroke of half time. Literally past where we should have played. Milan Lonchar has headed us ahead in a European final. What a man. We needed this. That's the least expected player I thought to be winning a goal, scoring from a free kick like that, is Milan Lonchar, but he's done it. And that takes us into half time. A goal up in Europe. They've yet to have a goal, a shot on target. Lonchar could have just scored us the winner in Europe. This is a long way to go, but I'm enjoying this now. That goal is so important as it gives us something to hang on to, and they have to come at us now. They can't just control the possession and do nothing. They have to provide spaces for us, which should help us in the second half. That second goal, though, very, very important. And, it's going to be a free kick. Maybe Clive can put something special in. And this is going to be a red card here. No. Hatijan is only going to get himself a yellow. Oh, it was Navish. Right, here we go. Come on, Kimberly. Whips it through. Cleared away. Uh-oh. We've got a bit of a break on here. We need a big tackle on him. Oh, well played, Kayo. That is superb. Finds Hubert. And it's... Wow. Kayo defending from the front there. I'm going to put on work ball into the box as well to try and eke away their possession a little bit more and really try to strangle the game. That's their first shot on target. There we go. At the very least, they didn't score with it. That's something else. Kaio's ball. Nobody there. Oh, actually, now, here we go. It's all broken down, and nobody's really in the right position. Kaio can cut inside and shoot, maybe? And a good save by Maino. Okay, better. I think we've been the better side to this so far. We've got less of the ball, but we've had the shots, had the chances, and I think we deserve our lead, currently. Kimberly again. Use the width. Oh, God. This is a problem. We need to be careful here. Just shepherd him out wide. Don't let him get that ball back across. Oh, okay, fair enough. Do not let them... That's what I didn't want there. Do not let them get that overlap with the wing-backs. And now they... Oh, no, there's a long ranger coming! Oh, that very nearly fell into the path of Napora. And saved by Ellison. Okay, they're throwing it at us now. Because it is only a very slender lead. One moment of magic for Stuttgart, and this game is probably going to extra time. And we really... I don't know how we'd cope with that. We're so close to it right now. And Lonchar's headed goal before half-time is the only thing that separates us from another European trophy. Keith Abbott finds Kimberly. Well played. This is nice little intricate football. Oh, Nelson's just sprung a leak in their defence, maybe. Blocked. Abbott will keep it in, though. Just whip it in. Just go straight for it, Keith. Or just... Okay. I like the patience. Flammarion! Yes! That surely does it. Flammarion makes it 2-0. And I couldn't think of a more deserving bloke to score the icing on the cake in the Europa League final, hopefully, than Flammarion. His 17th goal of the season. Bearing in mind, he spent 4 months out injured, and he still managed to be our third highest scorer. Clive Kimberly is looking like another man of the match performance as well, with 2 assists. Goalkeeper can't get there, and surely we're going to be champions of the Europa League. Come on! We must be doing this now. Unless they score twice, we're surely going to win this and keep a clean sheet in the Europa League final. Flammarion and Kimberly have run the show, and surely, yes, we are going to win the European... Hang on, we must switch. We must switch. Turn that down a little bit. Oh, yes, here we go. Kaio's ball in, and Dale Connor Oh, well, the icing on the cake as Dale Connor makes it 3-0 in front of all the Stuttgart fans that are in the stadium, because I literally can't see any of our fans in the entire stadium. What's happening, boys? Here's the little highlight. We'll see it again. Kaio whips it in. Dale Connor, not man of the match at all, actually. I think Kaio might end up getting it after that. That is great. 3-0 winners. And yes, we are going to win the Europa League by 3-0 in the end. They fought a lot harder than Motherwell did. I think they had their chances in places in this game, but we have just stood strong. And it's clattered away, and that will do it as the players walk off as if nothing's happened. He's clapping. And there they are, lifting the Europa League. 2 European trophies in successive seasons. We'll be in the Champions League in a pot 1 next year. Beating Liverpool was the toughest thing we've had to do in this save. That tie was the big one. I feel like the winner of that tie won the Europa League, and we did exactly that. Clive Kimberly, his 225th league appearance. Hubert with his 150th as well. Man of the match for Flammarion as well, scoring the second goal that really killed that match off. But Clive Kimberly as well, 2 assists, brilliant. Lonchar did his bit. He gave us the go-ahead goal, as they say. Come on. Right, good stuff. Let's see what that means for us. It's going to trigger all the news articles. So, win the Europa League. We get 7 million for that. We got 38 million just for coming fourth in the Premier League. But still, nevertheless, it's extra cash. We got 8 million in TV revenue as well, and another 1.5 million. So that's a nice little extra money. Qualify for the Champions League. Good stuff. Right, ready for the budgets. Ready for the budgets. 100 million pounds. What about the... Yeah, okay, so we'd have... Oh, hello. We could probably get rid of some of these as well then. Interesting. So 100 million dead on in transfer funds. The wages, we'd probably need to put this down a little bit, but we could potentially sell these clauses. So we've gone and won it again. We're in the Champions League next year, guaranteed. No problems whatsoever. We're going to be pot 1 as well, as far as I know, which is even better. So the other leagues. Championship is looking like this. The final is Birmingham versus Villa. Oh, wow. So Villa have finally sort of got their way back up and might actually finally have a chance to get back to the Premier League here. But they'll have to beat Birmingham first, who were the losing finalists last season. Bournemouth and Blackburn. Oh, that's nice. Blackburn coming to the Premier League. That's cool. I'm glad for them. It's nice to see something different. Fleetwood Town as well, coming 9th. Stoke, Charlton and Blackpool getting relegated. Blackpool going down quite easily, it would seem, along with Charlton, to be fair. No real surprises anywhere else, but it's cool to see Fleetwood so high. Then in League 1, it's Huddersfield versus Reading. That feels like a championship playoff final. I think it was at one point. And then Hull and Swansea come up. God, there's so many like championshipy teams in the League 1 right now. All of these, really. And then down go Exeter, Burton Albion, Scunthorpe, and then Cardiff again. They have just really struggled a lot in this save. They've been in League 2 a lot. In League 2, Northampton versus Wimbledon is the final. Port Vale, despite not winning any of their last 5 matches, are still champions. They were running away with it at one point. Chesterfield and Colchester come up. Plymouth and Grimsby Town, sadly. Is that Neil Ardley's Plymouth, or is he left now? Yes, he's left. We'll have to check on old Neil. AFC Fylde, our affiliate side, are down, as are Newport County, very comfortably, sadly, in the end. And in the National League, Solihull Moors, I think they narrowly missed out on it last year, are now into the Football League, along with Cambridge, who've smashed it. Down go Welling, Forest Green. Wow. They were in League 1, I swear, at one point in this save. Down go Barnet as well, and Kidderminster. So there we have it. not really even sure what to say at that point. Obviously, analysis video coming up later tonight too. It's going to be an interesting one because I really do want to see just how well the Wizard has settled in. Look for where we need to strengthen because we've got all this money, but it does feel like this is a kind of thing we could maybe get 1 or 2 signings with this money because I feel like I want to sign young players, obviously, to make the team better in the future, but I don't know if we've really got time for that now, and we may need to go and sign a couple of superstars if they'll come to us because Champions League. If we can find a world-class right-back, I realise Kane McLean has been spectacular, but I feel like we may now have the rep to be able to get one of those amazing players that I was talking about last summer. We may have the clout to actually do that right now. As for everywhere else, though, I think we are basically very, very stacked in almost every position, provided we hang on to the players we've got and strengthen in the right areas. And I really do think right back is the one position there. Then I think this is going to be a really good season for us next year. Maybe try to close the gap to Manchester City. I don't think we're going to be able to win it or anything, but I want to see how far we can push in the Champions League next year. It's going to be sick. So if you've enjoyed this, drop a like. It'd be nice. I don't know, just see how many likes we can get on this video for us winning the Europa League. That'd be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome too. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and usually at the weekend as well. So go follow there too, and I'll join you guys tomorrow for transfer window goodies for what could potentially be the final season of this save. So hold your gun, capybara. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.